Good morning, folks. How's it going? Circling up from the mosh pit. I just saw this band pop up who I have never heard of before. Synsnake, with their song Parasite. I looked up to see if any official lyrics were out because I noticed this band was, of Asian descent. So without listening to the music first, I wanted to be sure that there was some translations out there. It seems like the closed captioning that we have is accurate to what's on screen. So I didn't want to spoil anything for myself because this is the first time I heard them. But let's just jump into it. I'm super excited. That's a chunky riff. Okay, so I do have to pause because with reaction videos, you gotta have more talking and discussion and that kind of thing over the actual thing. For people who don't know how reaction channels work, as a lot of commentators don't. Anyway, though, very interesting mix. I'm really enjoying the clean vocalist. She's coming in with, it makes me think of, I'm trying to think of the band, like Flyleaf. The vocalist for Flyleaf had a lot of great, eerie vocals. Ginger also, if I remember their song, the last song that they put out correctly. If I'm remembering correctly, the last song that they put out, she has very interesting vocals. Very sinister sounding, very clean singing. That's nice. And I'm loving the cleanliness of the instrumentation so far. Great opening riff. I also love the shots here, have a little bit more light. It's kind of been over and done for a lot of bands to have, the band stuck in a warehouse space with one light flickering over them. It's kind of boring, to be honest. So I really appreciate this. This is nice. And I also realized that some of the closed captioning was not correct. So, okay, we're going to take this with a grain of salt, but I think we can understand, generally speaking, what's going on. Ooh, nice guttural rap right there. That was really good. So all those ideas of portraying yourself in a way that you think you want to express yourself, but at the cost of, being someone who you probably aren't. You're just trying to, make your way in the world, and sometimes we do that in a way that's, ultimately not who we really want to be, So, that's interesting. Fight against the Alliance, if I heard that correctly. It sure sounded like that's what was being said. Maybe they're doing kind of a flip on how, generally speaking, a lot of the mindsets of just trying to be like everybody else or conforming, that's the Alliance. An alliance sounds like a generally positive thing. That's typically how it's portrayed. If you're in an alliance about something, you're in alliance against a common issue, right? We see that in, Oh my gosh, what is it called? Oh my gosh. With Katniss Everdeen, the Mockingjay. What the heck is it called? I totally forgot. But they had this alliance against the Capitol. There's the alliance in Star Wars. But this idea of an alliance being against uniqueness and trying to make everybody conform to be a certain way, well, is that really, you know, and kind of pressuring everyone under scrutiny and ridicule and conformity so that everyone can be the same. But that's not who you want to be, but you always have to struggle against that. It's crazy. I like that idea.
I am just a bad cause, lost up in you life. Cause can't even wait to lie. All is fucked and you cross the line. Yes, I'm kids are big time.
Yeah, because that whole concept fails to take into account how everyone's going to be different at the end. In an irreplaceable way, generally speaking. Yeah, when you really spend your whole life trying to conform, you can make some really bad choices and going a way that is not meant for you. So, yeah. Oh, that's a nice tattoo she's got too. Nice.
This is something new. We give it a matter, but it works as always. Yeah, we erase the bridges between my young organization's ghost. Recognize the parasites. Remember desperation. Let's get broken up down.
Yeah, so then bringing it back to the analogy of a parasite. Yeah, parasites look for something to latch onto. They're not able to last on their own. So when you're looking at, you know, the world around you and ways that people can latch onto you and kind of feed off of your energy, it's more beneficial if you don't, for them, if you don't fight them, if you don't try to stand your ground with what you're doing. So, and that can even be applicable in the music scene. There's always going to be, companies tempting you to conform with your sound and your style in order to match what the market wants. Even in some cases of faith, and not just Christian faith, but faith in general, can always get pushback because normally faith asks you to stand for something that is contrary to how a lot of the world operates. There's always going to be people trying to push back on that because, hey, just, it's not that big a deal. Just do this, Anyway, a lot of application here, so. Oh, nice little synth breakdown. Very cool. Nice. Very, very cool. I like that. Good stuff. Oh. Wait a second. Oh, I thought I recognized some of these artists, like from other projects. I'm sure. Well, if there is, let me know in the comments. For people who are into this band, who know more about them, I should say, this is really really cool. For a first, listen to how they are. I really like this. There's a lot going on here. But I'd love to know your guys' thoughts. Tell me in the comments. Link to this is going to be in the description, of course. Support the people that made this. And that's all I got to say about that. I'll see you later.